Hey everybody, this is Hot Wheels from Zero2Hero Gaming Tutorials. Welcome to Siege Academy, where we'll teach you the ins and outs of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. Today we'll be talking about the different Gunsight options in Siege. For most primary weapons, players will have a choice of 4 attachable sights, 5 when you include the default iron sights, which should be out of consideration as they are the worst sights in the game. The first one is the Reflex Sight. The Reflex Sight is a small rectangular sight with a green triangle in the center. It has the smallest housing of all the sights and takes up the smallest amount of real estate on your screen. The center triangle inside, though, is somewhat large, meaning it's best for close-range combat. This is because, from a distance, the center triangle may obstruct your view of the enemy, from its pure size getting in the way. Because of this, the Reflex Sight is our pick for shotguns, as well as some submachine guns, or SMGs. It has a magnification of 1 times, meaning when looking down the sights, you'll see everything at the same magnification of the world around you, as opposed to the sight zooming in. Let's take a look at the pros and cons of the Reflex Sight. The pros. It maintains your peripheral vision while aiming down the sight. It's great for defense and close range. Perfect for defenders who are waiting by entrances. And it's best for shotguns and SMGs. The cons? The triangular center is large, so it's not good for attackers or long-range combat. Next is the red dot sight. Like the reflex optic, it has a magnification of 1 times. The round design and knob on the side can be limiting for your peripheral vision on the right and bottom of the screen when aiming down the sight. The red dot sight is similar to the reflex, but it takes up a little bit more screen real estate. The red dot sight improves on the reflex in terms of its center dot. Being much smaller than the triangle of the reflex, the red dot provides better visibility when aiming down sights, or ADS, at your target. This makes it a better option for SMGs as a mid-range sight, meaning for many, it may be a better option than reflex. The pros? It's great for mid-range firing. It's good for roamers, that is, defenders who are roaming the map looking for targets instead of sitting tight and holding down the fort to protect the objective from attack. It's better designed for defenders who wait at a distance. It's a top pick for SMGs, and it's a viable option for attackers. The cons? It has a more limited peripheral view. Let's take a look now at the holographic sight, commonly called the Holo Sight. This optic is one of the most common choices for attackers because of its precise accuracy from long range. Its center design makes for easy takedowns at long range. This makes the optic a great choice for assault rifles. The Holo Sight will take the largest chunk of your screen in comparison to the previous 2, but like the others, it has a magnification of 1. The pros? It's great for long range, it's a good pick for attackers. The center circle makes for precision, and it's great for assault rifles. The cons? The sight housing limits the visibility, and it's a bad choice for close range defenders. And finally, let's check out the ACOG Sight, or the Advanced Combat Optical Gun Sight. This sight has a defining characteristic that separates it from the last 3 sights, in that the ACOG has a magnification of 2.5 times, meaning that the ACOG will zoom in when you look through it, making everything 2.5 times bigger than normal. This will make for much easier headshots, and for precise long-range firing. This characteristic makes the ACOG perfect for marksman rifles, as they are intended for long-range use. The low magazine size and heavy damage output of marksman rifles require precision when aiming to do maximum damage and avoid wasted bullets. The ACOG sight is compatible for many assault rifles too. In a game of headshots, the 2.5 times magnification is a very important attribute, but it comes at the expense of very limited visibility. The ACOG makes seeing what's happening around you a very difficult task, meaning the ACOG should only be used when engaging with an enemy instead of simply traversing the map with your eye glued aiming down sights. The ACOG also requires more time to aim down sights, as the animation of zooming in takes time. This means that if an unexpected enemy turns the corner, you may not be ready to fire. The pros? Incredible precision. 2.5 magnification makes headshots much easier. It's best for marksman rifles, and it's a good option for assault rifles. The cons? Highly reduced visibility and a delay when aiming down sights. Ultimately, on defense, the reflex and red dot sights will be your best options for their high visibility and close range benefits. The reflex sight is best for shotguns and some SMGs, while the red dot sight is a top pick for SMGs. When attacking, you may want to lean more toward the Holo and ACOG, as you are much more likely to engage from a distance when attacking. The Holo Sight is best for assault rifles, while the ACOG is a great pick for marksman rifles. One final point. The Russian operators, Glaz, Fuse, and Finka on the attacking side, and Kapkan and Tachanka on the defensive side, all have their own unique set of gun sights that are different than the sights we just talked about for the other operators. Bottom line on the Russian gun sights, stick with their version of the Reflex Sight. All the other Russian gun sights are less than satisfactory. Now let's apply everything you just learned about these gun sights so you can use it immediately to improve your gameplay. Number 1. Take your favorite attacking operator and try out each sight in Local Terrorist Hunt Classic mode on normal difficulty. See how each sight feels and works compared to the others. Do the same with your favorite defending operator in Terrorist Hunt Protect Hostage mode. Note that a new sight can take some getting used to, especially the ACOG sight, so don't rule out a recommended gun sight just because it's not what you're used to. Play with it and see what works best for your operators in different situations. Number 2. Review all your operators and equip them with the sights most suited to their role, their weaponry, and your gameplay style and preferences. Number 3. With a little practice in Terrorist Hunt using these sights, start playing online with the appropriate gun sights equipped and see how your game improves. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want more videos like these, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, or future video ideas, leave a comment down below, especially if this information helped you. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks!